Mr. GPS, we talked about this before. We had to talk about your buddy again, Mr. Joe Biden.
Oh Lord, here we
Oh,
go.
oh man, the first time we talked about this, Joe was telling people, if you're voting for Donald Trump, then you ain't black. I think he's gone to another level this time. Recently, there was a virtual meeting between the National Association of Black and Hispanic Journalists, and Mr. Biden was involved, of course. And he made an interesting comment, so I'm just going to get Soundboard to play this comment for you. Soundboard, let's do it.
What you all know, but most people don't know, unlike the African-American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly different attitudes about different things. You go to Florida, you find a very different attitude about immigration in certain places than you do when you're in Arizona.
That started up a major, major shitstorm all across the country. The Democratic nominee, Joe Biden, bizarrely suggested the African-American community is not a group of diverse thinkers. The former VP made eyebrow-raising comments during a roundtable interview with Black and Hispanic reporters this past week when he was asked first if he would re-engage with Cuba's communist government, something that could become an issue with Cuban-American voters. After he did that, he said yes, before claiming Latino Americans have far more diverse ideas and beliefs than African Americans. And of course, you heard the quote. And the quote was, by the way, what you all know, but most people don't know, unlike the African American community with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly different attitudes about different things. President Trump's re-election campaign immediately jumped on that clip and said, quote, "Did Joe Biden just say that black people are all the same?" GPS? Now, you had some comments about your boy Joe. I think we need you to come back to you and figure this one out. What's going on with Joe, man?
First of all, Joe, look, you gotta relax, dude. Okay? Trump right now is the guy that's out there talking crazy, doing whatever. You need to be the other guy. You need to be as straight as Barack Obama was. Matter of fact, from here on out, Barack writes all your stuff, everything, and you read it word for word. Don't do what Trump do. Get the script and then go your own way. No, don't do that. Let Barack write all your stuff. Let Michelle write all your stuff, and you stick right to that. Number one. Number two. When you say African Americans, are you talking about African Americans that were born here, ones that here from other places? I mean, really, I got to get an answer on that one. And why would Latinos in Florida have different views on immigration than ones from Arizona, other than one sits around water and one's locked in by land? Maybe it's me.
In that situation, if I can interject on that one, there are a lot of people from Cuba who consider Cuban Americans from here sellouts. Just like in PR, you kind of have that. In DR, you have that. Those who have been more Americanized, they are all kind of labeled as sellouts.
Plus, with the situation with Cuba, the history of Cuba, if you left Cuba, they cut ties with you. They don't even consider Cuban Americans Cuban over here. They don't consider them Cuban.
Yep.
They're like, no, your ass is American. You're not Cuban American. Because of history, the history and all that. So I mean, I can see. I just think Joe just made a mistake, man. I just think he just made a mistake.
Yeah, he's making a lot of mistakes, man. And this is the wrong time to be making mistakes.
You're gonna make mistakes. I feel as though he can recant that, man, because there are different types of African Americans out here. I don't know. Was he saying it's a specific group or one group? Because we're just like as many shades of whites, as many shades of blacks and Latinos. The way he worded it, I know he fucked up, and we gonna call him out on it for fucking up. But he can't keep doing this. He can't keep doing it.
No, he's putting everybody in one basket. He's putting everyone in one basket.
Do that. Which is I'm sorry, I got B around me, which his buddy says is a part of it. You know what I'm saying? What Trump says, Trump believes all blacks, Latinos, and everything else is the same, man.